So there is lots of vocabulary on this page. We're not going to get to all of the vocabulary today, okay? But we're going to be talking about probability and the likelihood that something would happen, kind of like the carnival games, or what's the chances that you'll roll a 2 on a dice, or what's the chance you'll spin red on a spinner, or things like that, or pull a jack out of a deck of cards. Okay, so that's what we're talking about today is probability. So your first word is an event. Event here is not talking about like the event you're going to tomorrow night as a dance. It's not that. It's an event is an outcome or set of outcomes of an experiment or simulation. So basically what that means is, let's pretend we're flipping a coin. You've got heads and you got tails as your option, right? Yes? No?
Yes.
If you're flipping a coin, your two options are heads or tails. And that's usually how they start like a ball game or something like that, right? They'll flip it, and let's say we say heads. The event you're looking, what you're looking for is your event. So in that situation, your event was heads. Does that make sense? If you have a bag of marbles, blue, green, purple, pink marbles, and you're pulling pink marbles, your event would be pink, what you're looking for. Okay, you might even could say what you are looking for. Okay? An experiment, not like in science, which science does involve some probability. An experiment in probability is any activity based on chance in which results are observed. So basically, anything you do as an activity when chance is an option. So if you go to the casino, which you shouldn't be because you're not old enough, but if you play poker at your house, okay, it's by chance you might win something. It's by chance you'll have a good set of cards, right? If you're just playing, y'all ever played the card game War?
Yeah.
You can't really control what cards you got in your hand, right? It's by chance that you win. Okay, anytime there's a chance or odds, then you're talking about probability. So an outcome is a possible result of a probability experiment. So the event is what you're looking for. The outcome are the possibilities. Okay, so going back to my coin flip. What are your options with a coin flip? Heads or tails. So your outcomes are heads or tails. What it lands on, that's the event. Okay? So what is probability? Probability is a number from 0 to 1, which means it's a decimal, or it can be written as a percent. I like it in percent because I understand percents better than decimals. That's just me. Yeah, a blank wasn't supposed to be there, so you could just say 0.0. 0%, that describes how likely an event is to occur. If you have your highlighters I would probably highlight probability is a number, can be written as a decimal or a percent. Probability is the number form, because here in a minute we're going to talk about what the word form is. So probability is the number form. The probability of an event measures the likelihood that an event will occur. Basically, it's the same thing. What's the odds that it'll happen? How likely is it going to happen? Is it unlikely? Is it for certain? Our words on the ceiling there. The likelihood. Impossible. There are things that are impossible, right? Alright, sample space is all possible outcomes of an event. What are all your options? So if you roll a dice, what are your options if you're just rolling one dice? What are your options? List them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That would be considered your sample space. Okay, what are your options that you'll get? If you have a deck of cards, there's all kinds of options that you could pull, right? Alright, and then a trial is each repetition, if I can spell repetition correct, repetition, or observation of an experiment. And then we're going to stop there with vocabulary for today. So trial is how many times you do it. Okay? If I flip a coin and I flip it 50 times, then I have 50 trials. If I roll a dice 6 times, how many trials do I have? 6. Same things. Tries, trials. Think of it that way.
They're similar.
Trials sounds more fancy, Juliana. That's why it is.
Not fancy. A trial only sounds to me like someone is going to get
Alright, so we're not done with our notes though. We're just done with the vocabulary. This is where our game comes in here in a second. So we need to learn about this. So the probability of an event is a number. Once again, we want to highlight that part. Probability of an event is the number that represents the likelihood. It's between 0 and 1, including 0 and 1. So it's written as a decimal or as a percent. The likelihoods, okay, likelihood is in words. It describes the probability in words. So probability is the number, likelihood is the words. And these are your options for likelihood. You have impossible. If something's impossible, what percentage of a chance is it?
0.
0%. If it's for certain, what does that mean?
100%.
What is
What?
it's 100%. What does certain happen? What does certain mean?
Like
It's definitely going to happen. It's 100% going to happen. Okay? If it's equally likely to happen or not happen, it's 50-50. It's a 50-50 chance. Okay? Anything between 0 and 50% is unlikely to happen. So if it's less than 50%, it's unlikely to happen. So like if there's a 20% chance of rain, it's unlikely to happen. If it's between equally likely and for certain, it is likely to happen. So if there's an 85% chance of rain, it's likely to happen, but we can't guarantee that it'll happen. Does that make sense? So if it's 0%, it's impossible. If it's 100%, it's certain. If it's 50%, it's equally likely to happen or not happen. It's a 50-50 chance. Anything below 50 is what? Unlikely, unless it's 0%. 0% is impossible. If it's greater than 50%, then it's likely. What if it's 52%? It's still likely to happen. Okay? That's all our lesson is today. Okay? So if you turn the page, we have one more page to practice that, but that's all we're doing today, is talking about the likelihood of something. Okay? So once again, we're being asked to describe the likelihood. So are we going to use numbers or words? Words. Okay? So it says there's an 80% chance of rain, a 50% chance of thunderstorms, and a 15% chance of hail tomorrow. Describe the likelihood of each event. And then it's over here in the pictures too. Rain 80, thunderstorms 50, hail 15%. Alright, so example A, there's rain tomorrow. The probability, which is the number, right, of rain is what? What's the probability of rain? 80%. Based on our scale, what does that mean? The likelihood of the event happening is likely to happen. Likely because the probability is what? Why do we know it's likely?
Because it's between 50 and 100.
Because the probability is between 50% and 100%. Not hard, right?
Yep.
Okay. There's a thunderstorm tomorrow. What's the probability that there's a thunderstorm tomorrow? 50%. So what's the likelihood?
But equally.
It's equally likely to happen or not to happen. And why do we know that?
Because it's like right there on 50.
It's 50%. It's in the middle, right? Alright, hail tomorrow, the probability is 15%. So the likelihood,
It's not likely.
not likely, or what we call unlikely. And how do we know it's unlikely?
Because it's between 0 and 50.
It's below 50%, right? And it's not 0. There's a chance, right? So it's between 0 and 50%. Ta-da! And that's basically like what your homework is tonight. That y'all all stressing about.
We literally do that for
Pretty much. So it's like this. So it says, try it. It says describe the likelihood of the event. So if we're describing the likelihood, what are we using? Words. Okay? But we need it as a percent. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to make sure you change to a percent. And you know how to do that in your calculator, right? Y'all know where the change to percent button in your calculator is?
Yes.
Okay. So look at number 1. It says the probability that you land a jump on a snowboard is 1/10. What is 1/10 as a percent? Change it to a percent. Some of you probably already know. So if we change it, it's 10%. So where does 10% land? Is that, which one is it?
Unlikely.
It's unlikely. There's 100% chance that the temperature will be less than 120 degrees tomorrow. It's for certain. How do we know it's for certain? 100% means that it is certain it's going to happen. The soccer team wins 3/4 of the time. What is 3/4 as a percent? 75%. And what do we know about 75%? There's a 0% chance that you will grow 12 feet. I love y'all, but I don't think any of y'all are going to be 12 foot tall.
All men in the world like only 8.
Trust.
Yeah,
Trust. I'm gonna be told. Trust.
If you become 12 feet tall, I need you to come back and go, Miss Pittman,
Oh,
you were wrong.
my bad. The tallest person in history, according to John, was 13.5.
Alright, the probability that the sun rises tomorrow is 1. What is 1 as a percent?
100.
Uh-huh.
So for certain.
Uh-huh. It's certain that the sun is going to come up tomorrow, unless Jesus comes back, I guess. It rains 1/5 of the days in June, which is 20%, so it's unlikely to rain in June. So if you want an outdoor wedding, get married in June. Alright. And that's how you do. Y'all were stressing over your homework. That's how you do your homework tonight. Alright, so look back at this. Look at your scale. But we're going to play a game here on likelihood. We're going to call it 4 corners and a center. Okay?